What's up, Capoeira Nation? Welcome back to the Capoeira Experience podcast. Thank you so much for coming in every single time, joining in and listening to the podcast. Thank you so much for keep doing Capoeira and supporting your school, which is important because without us, there's no Capoeira. So we all gotta support Capoeira. And today, I have a big pleasure all the way from Miami, Mestre Cabecao. How are you doing, man?
Good. Thank you for inviting me. How are you, man?
Good. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's fun to have you here. I follow you for a while. I always wanted to have you on, but now I have the opportunity to have you here.
Yeah. Better later than never, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. At some point
Yeah.
we gotta bite the harder,
Yeah.
right?
We cannot just wait there forever. You don't play.
Yes. Just not looking. We just gotta play
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
It's awesome to have you. So, um, if just in case people they don't know you out there, what are your social media so people can find you and can see what you do?
So I use my name. You can just Google or search Instagram, Mestre Cabecao.
Nice.
Okay. I run another page called Evolve My Team too.
Okay.
I'm trying to build up my classes here in Miami.
Nice.
I just started teaching here this year, so everything's new for me now.
Nice. That's awesome. And when did you start it? Your classes when you started?
So I started just before this whole crazy situation.
Oh
So
man, really? Wow.
yeah, I was living in Iowa for
Okay.
about 7 years, and then I was teaching there, and then I moved here in 2018, I think. And then I was not really teaching or anything. I was
Okay.
just getting set up, like trying to
Working
figure
and
out,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, life again. And
Yeah.
then I decided to start teaching in January, and then I did like a intro class, and then I started in February, and then the following month I had to stop
Yeah.
because of COVID. So
Oh man,
yeah,
goddamn COVID.
yeah, but I,
It's
I it's been an interesting journey this year for
yeah,
me.
for sure.
Yeah.
How is a that's actually a really good point because how are you setting up the classes, like pretty much starting from ground zero to now, right? During the pandemic.
So I think for me, I don't really know like if it was a good thing or not, because then I was already like because I had the chance to stop everything. So I was trying to really start, because usually in capoeira everything happens so natural. You just go with the flow, and
Yeah,
you know. And sometimes I think that's good, but we need to find a balance,
yeah, for
especially
sure.
here in United States, that the culture is different. So I was trying to figure out um, how to be more organized, and also like put in the paper what really worked for me in Iowa, back in Iowa, and what didn't,
Yeah,
based on my experience and with talking with other friends. So when I stopped teaching, I kind of tried to organize my thoughts, and then I started teaching, and then COVID came, and it's like, okay, that's that's sign to really focus in the basic, how I
yeah.
want build up. So it's been interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm doing online class, and I teach one in person one
Okay.
time once a week.
Nice. So you pretty much like setting up the ground and foundation to start building.
Yes.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I want to get ready when we can really like commit 100%
Yeah.
without fear.
Yeah. You just like everything ready set up to actually go hard on classes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's pretty cool.
That's my plan
That's
for
awesome.
for now.
That's pretty cool. And you say online classes are open or just for like people, local people?
So I see a lot of people, they are trying to focus in getting other all students, like,
Yeah.
and I want my students, so I'm focused in getting people, new people, so like people
100%. Yeah.
that never try capoeira. And but if anyone want to take my class, I won't say no.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. but my focus is right now is new people.
Yeah, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure. That's awesome. Yeah, pretty much the same. That's why I haven't really like opened my classes to everybody or put in my classes online or like posted anywhere because my focus is here local because I want
yeah,
the people here to know capoeira. Because I mean, there's a lot of capoeira. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of capoeira there.
yeah,
And again, if somebody wants to my class, more than welcome.
yeah,
But just a heads up, it's going to be very basic.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
With my classes, the same idea now.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's better to focus at the beginning, especially us that we're starting a class with local people. So we build our class first.
yeah. I think like don't take me wrong. I think like I'm playing capoeira for 24 years now.
Awesome,
So
that's so cool.
yeah, like for me, I understand the whole like tradition and ritual, and I want to maintain this for sure.
100%.
You know, but I think for some things capoeira need change.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, like
evolution and
yeah,
adoption.
the
Yeah,
mind setup of capoeira, because I hear a lot. You need this is something that bothers me. Like people say, you need be a capoeirista 24 hours in the day, 100%, and
yeah,
then you start making money with capoeira, and they say you're going against capoeira. That's not
yeah.
it. And I don't understand, like from like how you
Same.
can do capoeira 24 hours if you're not allowed to make money. So I think this year I'm trying to learn a lot about the process behind the scenes, not
Nice, nice.
actually the capoeira, but like how I can spread if it effective the word capoeira,
Oh, okay.
and in a vision not from a capoeirista, but like someone that never did capoeira, how those people are seeing capoeira,
Nice. Yeah. So
you
how
know?
can you attract people that never seen capoeira before?
Yeah, and I think pretty much every place they have the same issues. Like they the people that never did the capoeira, they come with this, oh, I'm not flexible, I'm not strong, I don't have rhythm,
Yeah,
or
yeah. I
you
can do the
know,
cartwheel to my right. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
just the same things. And we need to understand the capoeira is a tool of something bigger than just those things, you
A
know.
100%. Oh yeah. I believe that too.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause so sometimes it's like a misconception and why capoeira shouldn't make money. Because if just imagine if Mestre Bimba on that point he will focus on actually building his ground, he wouldn't die poor, right? Or
yeah,
similarly with Mestre Pastinha, he wouldn't die poor. So he is making money is not run. It's just like when you get to a point with treating people bad, that's when it gets wrong. But
yeah.
the
I
wrong is
think
not the people, it's the people how handle it.
yeah, I think like you said, don't have nothing wrong with making money if
Yeah,
you're telling the right message,
100%. Yeah.
with your teaching. Because like one of my friends, maybe you heard about him, Mago, he's in Colorado,
Okay.
and he knows a
I'm pretty
lot
sure.
of,
Yeah.
he works a lot with the business part of capoeira, and he
Nice.
runs successful studios, not
That's
only
awesome.
capoeira, he have like ballet studios, had yoga studios.
Oh wow, cool.
And I was doing a mentorship. I'm doing a mentorship with him, and one of the things he said that click in my brain is like, if someone comes to you and said, I buy all your experience, all your memories, all your moments with your friends in capoeira, and all the knowledge you have, and I offer you $1 million, would
Yeah.
you sell that? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and why you're giving to people all those things for free?
100%. Yeah.
You know, like, so I think we as a capoeirista, we need start give more value of what we do.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. Cause
You
see,
know,
if we don't give the value and I mean I always say like, okay, yeah, you do it for free or you offer something for free, but somebody got to pay for the Zoom class, you know. So
yeah,
and that's gonna be us. So if we have a student like a base student that pay their fees that will help to sustain the studio, or if you rent the studio, or if you pay for Zoom Prime, Zoom, and all those kind of stuff, that somehow they have to be paid.
Yeah.
Uniform, instruments,
Yeah.
so those stuff
w-
cost.
Yeah. I remember when I was in Iowa, like students, I can complain. I can't complain about my students, like they always help me. But like a event, uh, they pay usually $100 to $150. And in the end of the event, I end pay for my packet $3,000
Oh wow, okay.
just to like make a good event for them. Like
Yeah,
I want give the best for my students. So I think we need to understand the difference of like, and then you see a lot these things like someone come and train capoeira for free,
yeah,
and then they stop training because they don't give the value, and then they start soccer
yeah,
or other sport, and
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they are paying those sports.
100%. Yeah,
So I think, yeah, but we can't say that's their fault. It's our
yeah,
fault.
yeah. 100%. Yes, yes. Guys, we're no. I like to see it like this too. So, like, just you mentioned soccer, right? So, if the soccer coach, he spent his time to studying to get ready to be a coach, and then he charges fees for to teach and pass the knowledge to get people ready for a game and win a game. How can we be in the same position, or martial art, uh, uh, karate, for example? Like, they have a studio, they also charge too.
Yeah,
It's nothing wrong for us to charge, and
yeah,
I don't get it neither. Why is that misconception of capoeirista making money?
yeah. That's one of the thing. But like my goal is like create an environment where you learn capoeira,
100%. Yeah,
and you can like be the best in your condition.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
And this is why like I try to spend a lot of time searching and study and talk with people and ask and train and all this, because I want to give to the people that trust in my work the best that I can.
yeah,
Not just in the fact of like moving better, but feeling better, right?
100%. Yeah. Oh yeah,
All connect and bring a little bit this culture that's different, and also like me learn the culture here, like creating this nice environment for people to be safe. But in the same time, I want people to see um, the value of capoeira,
yeah,
but also like become a professional. Believe that you can become a professional and you can work with capoeira.
yeah. 100%.
Shows in school, teaching kids, or
Yeah,
like
your own
or
studio.
your own studio, open your
Yeah,
own studio and make work.
yeah.
And I
100%.
haven't seen like studios or teachers that have done that, like have these systems where like the teacher already have like students that's teaching,
Yeah,
working, and he have their own process, and they are good capoeiristas, so have like the quality, quantity, and the everything
yeah,
in the group.
yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with that too. And also, I saw that you created like a book, like a some sort of like book for beginners. Did you made that? You made that yourself?
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
i'm
That's
i
awesome.
am artist.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, do you want to show you the book?
Sure, sure. Yeah,
So I need to
it's
find
it's,
it
it's
here.
really really cool. Yeah, and cause I saw on your Instagram, and is that book open to for anyone that wants to buy, or for just for people that
So
for your class?
actually, like I said, like this year been like think a lot, right?
Yeah,
So I create my method.
yeah, for sure.
Nothing new, nothing. It's like basing in what work for me
Yeah.
in my capoeira journey, with my teacher, with my group, and then with my students. So I put in the paper everything. Like
That's awesome.
I design my class, so I have levels. So I'm doing a little bit different of what I haven't seen, but like not different in I'm not changing capoeira. It's just the way I present to new people, right?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to bring value my class and like give more. So not just like, hey, the person contact me and say, oh, you can come and train any day of the week you want. Like
Yeah.
have more structure. So and then like when you train with me, you have this book, you have videos, you have different things. You have like in my website, I have like special access for students that they can go there and have like workouts and have different things.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And then I create the book. So like this book, so I made for now I have two versions.
Okay. Okay.
So
That's
like
awesome.
this is the first and second level.
Okay.
And I did the art, I did everything. My
It
girlfriend
looks really
helps.
cool. It's
Thank
really,
you,
really cool.
man. So like
That's awesome,
this,
man. That's really, really cool. Yeah, cause I saw you like flipping it over way on your Instagram, and I was like, this is so cool. It's very uh i- like something new, like
so what
inventive. I forgot that word, but yeah.
I know in Capoeira everything's so like you said organic, right? You go to class,
Yeah,
maybe we have an idea and we teach.
yeah.
So what I did, so you come train with me, you have like 3 months, 12 class, and each class I teach only one movement. So
Okay,
if we focus not one movement, one idea, because like one class is just focused in Jinga, the other class focus in escape. So I do like two escapes and attacks, two
okay,
attacks and acrobatic. And then I create kind of like a workout. This is for
okay,
like beginner people, like to build up their strength or flexibility, to be ready for more advanced movement or, just prevent
okay.
the injuries that I had in my,
Yeah, yeah.
So, and then this book have each class. So have the
Okay,
movement they're gonna learn, explain the movement, have like a kind of like a homework they can do, like repeat the movement at home, do three
okay,
sets of 10, something just people keep moving.
okay,
And then have like what I call a principle. So it's
okay.
like or is some idea about that class or that
That's awesome.
movement,
Yeah.
or is like uh, a capoeira story or talking about a Mestre or something. So I divide and I have tips. So I divide in four parts. So
Okay.
principles, tips, the class, the move you're gonna
Yeah.
learn, and the homework, right?
That's so cool. That's pretty cool.
And then like people start asking me because I did this really thinking about my students.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
So I'm from Cordão de Ouro, so like
yeah,
is the movements that we use in my school and the way I learn with my teacher. So now, because people are asking me, I want to create something that's more general,
yeah,
like that it's gonna follow the same principle, but like anyone can get and use, or have
yeah,
a reference for it.
yeah, yeah. That's
So
awesome. That's
that's the
awesome.
idea, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very, very creative of like you put that information so people can do capoeira a class in class, and they can do capoeira even when they're home, because even they're
Yeah.
reading, looking at the images, and I think it's really, really cool idea.
I think like we we like I grew up like I'm from São Paulo, like
Okay,
I grew up there. I was like 4 minutes away from Messon Academy,
cool,
and
so cool.
my academy was when we started. My academy was literally in my street when I
Oh
was
man,
young, and
that's awesome.
then we moved, but it's still pretty close, like 10 minutes walk. So
Wow.
I grew up in Capoeira, like
Yeah,
every
yeah,
day in Capoeira. Um, and we didn't had books, we didn't had videos, we didn't have any
yeah.
information,
Internet.
no
Without the
internet.
internet, yeah.
So I remember that to learn a movement, we went to a capoeira roda, and then we had only the eyes to catch the
Wow.
movement,
Yeah.
and then you try to remember, you go home and you like, I saw that movement. I remember when I was learning helicopter, like the
Okay.
UN helicopter.
Uh huh.
My mestre, he went, Mestre Coruja,
Okay.
he went to a roda, I didn't go, and he came back the next day and said, I saw this movement. And we started practicing, and we didn't have any information. We just,
Yeah.
everything we learn by trying.
Yeah.
And I
That's
love this
crazy.
about the capoeira because it's the culture is of learning capoeira is by watching,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
100%. Yeah.
And then I started traveling, so I moved to Paris. Actually, I moved first to Mexico.
Okay.
Was pretty close to Brazil, not a lot of difference of culture. And then I went to Paris, and then I started seeing more difference. And then people wanted more the theory,
Yeah,
you
yeah. Oh,
know.
yeah, yeah. US, the US is pretty similar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why you do it this way, and why is it like this?
and I remember one day I was teaching, and this girl asked me like how I put my hands in the floor, and I'm like, what do you mean? You
Yeah,
just
I
put
get it.
your hands in
Yeah,
the
you just
floor.
put it on the floor. Yeah.
Had another situation that I was with a good friend. He was just starting capoeira. Now he teaches also, but in that time he's probably was in his second year. In that year that you are really excited about everything capoeira, and I was staying in his house, and he was watching a video, and I follow. We were watching a capoeira video, and,
Yeah.
and I followed his late because it was late. It was after class. I was like
Yeah.
midnight, and he wake up and I'm like, Cabecao, Cabecao, why the guy did Armada right now? I'm like, how I can know why the guy gave Armada?
It's not a specific reason. It's just because he did
Yeah,
it.
but then that click in my brain, and it's like, okay, I need to find a balance of everything. Like
100%. Yeah, yeah,
we have this that I love. Like I can learn just from watching. Like
yeah,
I can memorize sequences. I can in capoeira, right?
yeah.
Because something
100%.
that I'm using. But also, like I think for some people, sometimes you need the theory, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And then I started thinking about that a lot, how like I can incorporate more of, but still not lose the feeling,
Yeah, yeah. That's so
like
cool. Yeah,
because
yeah,
yeah, because in capoeira you still learn how to feel,
yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
You can be the most technical person, want to work with you don't know what is happening in the moment,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
With the music and everything. And so like I tell my students like it's not about capoeira is not about wrong or right. It's
yeah.
about what fits.
100%. Yeah,
Like because a lot of times I see people trying in this rhythm, what do you do? In this rhythm, what do you do? In this rhythm, what do you do? What
yeah,
movement I should use?
yeah,
And it's
yeah,
more about language, tone, like of your movements and feeling. You
yeah,
train to. I mean, like I see a lot of people. We are in this culture right now, in this moment, that's a lot about freedom, right? Freedom
yeah,
of movement, and people come with these ideas of be spontaneous,
yeah, yeah, for sure.
creating a moment. And for me, it's like, if you don't have the technique, or if you don't know how to move, you're probably gonna get hurt,
Yeah,
or you probably want to be able to communicate well with your partner.
yeah,
So I still believe that you need practice, you need train, you need
yeah, for sure.
understand how your body move and your technique, and then when you master that, you can break the rules,
Yeah, yeah,
and you go play capoeira, and you're having fun because
yeah,
you're
yeah.
confident,
You start feeling capoeira.
yeah, and you start feeling capoeira.
That's so cool. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that.
so I believe that. So with my students now, I have the part that we focus in the technique.
Okay.
Every class, like I go through the technique, how like because movement you can always improve, right?
100%. Yes.
And always you can find what you're doing wrong or what you can, and sometimes the wrong becomes right, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
depend the position you are. So it's not really like one way. So I teach and we work the technique. what works for me,
Yeah.
what fits in my body, you know. And then in the end of the class, it's like now you free, you know, like we always do this. Like now use what you learn without thinking too much. Just play capoeira,
Yeah.
you
Just
know.
let it flow. Yeah.
Yeah, let it flow. But it's hard, man, because like I said, like we are in this moment of like freedom and also like everything's fast.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. I agree with that too.
Like I remember when I started capoeira with my teacher, we like I said, we didn't have a lot of information. So the class for 3 years was Ginga,
Oh
50,
wow.
50 of each kick. Maybe we did a cartwheel or handstand and roda.
Yeah.
And no partner.
Wow.
Training
Wow.
it didn't have a partner. It was just no sequence, nothing.
Yeah.
Was training each movement and then going the roda. And then we play games, you know, like who give more tesouras.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, we have bets like who gave more tesoura, who did this movement more. And that was for the 3 first years. And then my Mestre, he used to train with Mestre Xavier. That's
Okay.
Mestre Suassuna, also Mestre Suassuna student. And
Okay.
then he went direct to Mestre Suassuna in 1999, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then was when he started bringing sequence and then movements and all other ideas. But like I feel that because we trained so much the same thing and
Yeah.
repetition over and over, that gave us a really good base to when we start putting more was easier to develop.
Huh. Okay.
So
Because
for me,
you build the foundation.
yeah, so I
Okay.
believe on that a lot. I see a lot of people putting a lot of information and then the student freaking out because they
It's
can't
too much.
too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Have so you, sorry for the question. Do you have a big family?
Yeah. 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 I have a family.
So like Christmas with your whole family gets together and everybody cook different things and you put in
Yeah.
your plate and you start eating everything, you don't you don't feel anything. You
Yeah.
don't,
Yeah. You're not gonna enjoy
right?
everything. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
it's gonna be a little bite of everything. Yeah. No, I got you. Yeah. No, it's just,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah. Because I've seen those classes too, where it's like new movements every single class is a new movements, or even students they also request. It's like
yeah,
now what is the new thing? It's like, well, you don't know how to
yeah,
look at shot yet.
yeah,
Or it's always, which, but it's understandable, like you said, we are living on a life where like everything have to be fast, where like I want the information now, I want this sequence now. We say like, hold on, come
yeah,
now, let's work on this first and the base and the foundation, and then we can go from there.
yeah. And but like again, we need to be chameleon, right?
100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like sometimes your students are ready to move on,
yeah.
sometimes not. And like last week, that's funny. Last week, my student, we went to train acrobatics, Saturday this or Sunday, and he's doing capoeira, I think around 2 3 years. He started before me with another teacher. I think now his instructor, Professor Su.
Yeah,
I'm sorry if I'm saying wrong.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the guy sent to me, and I'm excited. Like he was the first to contact me here in Miami. So we started training. So we went to train this weekend in the beach, and he's like, "Cabecao, I want to do more acrobatics. I want to train more acrobatics." Blah blah blah.
Yeah, yeah,
And I told him like, "Man, oh look, you can train acrobat anytime you want.
yeah,
Stop waiting for me."
yeah.
I didn't wait for my master to come to me and say, "Now it's time for you to learn macaco."
Yeah, yeah.
I went to
You just do it.
class.
Yeah.
I trained the class that he taught, and then after class, so when I started capoeira, my teacher used to teach capoeira Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in the morning, afternoon, in the night.
Okay.
I took all the class.
Nice.
I took all the class, and the time I was not trained, I was doing macaco in the front of my house.
Nice.
It was,
Yeah.
and I told him like, just you want to learn something, do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hundred
Just
percent.
do it. Just go and do. Don't you want to play berimbau? Play
Right.
berimbau.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if you have a question, come to me. I'm gonna help you. but don't be waiting for me.
To
And I
learn
think
something.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's the thing that we're missing capoeira. Like we're not teaching our students to have initiation,
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
initiative,
Yeah.
because it's too much like mastery and
Yeah.
student, and the student should be always waiting for the mastery.
Yeah.
And for
No.
me,
Yeah.
like you want to learn something, you want to do something with respect,
Yeah. For sure.
like and humble it.
Like humble.
Humildade, humble, be humble,
Yeah.
respectful, but
Yeah.
just train,
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
just train.
Yeah. It's the same. Like some people like, and it's not also like we don't want to teach. It's just like we also want the student to put a little bit more work
Yeah,
without us be present on walking with them by the
yeah,
hand.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do it like this because
That's true.
it's the same. Like I when I practice beating ball, like my instructor at that time, he was the same thing. Like here, Kashishi, here's how you play Banguela. Here's how you play Samento Grande, Angola, blah blah. And then he gave me information. Now what I do with information, right? Like, or do I leave it sit in there,
Yeah.
or do I actually use it and practice? So that's pretty much what what we have to teach to the students to step forward and actually do it.
I think like I keep saying that I come from, so like my generation is one before the old school,
Yeah,
and no, one after old school and one before this new generation. That's different.
yeah,
So I'm like in the middle there, where I saw a lot of like old school before internet and all these things, and now I'm seeing all, and I use a lot of the internet too. And but like I think I have a unique capoeira journey, because first is just rare to see old capoeirista that start and stay with the same teacher for the whole journey.
yeah. That's true. Yeah,
So I'm lucky to still be with my Mestre.
that's awesome.
But also, like, I think what made that happen is because my teacher, he only had 1 year in capoeira when he started teaching.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I think that prevent him to have a big ego on the time.
Yeah,
So we are just a bunch of kids training together
yeah,
and
yeah,
learn together. So like a lot of times I came with information to my teacher.
yeah,
Like I was home training or was with other friends or other students, like we are or friend. We went to park and trained backflips and all these
yeah,
things.
yeah,
And then I came to him and say, "Oh, look what we learned," and then we share. And I remember I saw this a lot in capoeira. Like you go to your master and the master, oh, it's not your time, right?
yeah, yeah,
And then sometimes it's fine, but sometimes it's just a way, it's just a fear,
yeah.
right?
For
Like
sure, for sure.
of or like a jealous. I have different
Yeah, yeah. You
reasons,
think
but
you think
but
is the fear from the teacher or master or whatever, or from the student?
I think can be different reasons, but I think
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
one of the big things that hold capoeira back is that people are too. I come from a culture that we talk a lot about inveja.
Okay.
What how that's
Like invading. Like
inveja is like bad feeling, like jealousy or like
oh,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's
Envy,
this
envy.
envy.
Yeah, yeah,
My culture have a lot of these thoughts,
for
and
sure.
I'm a person that I don't care about those things, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I believe that if I'm a good capoeirista and I have a good information and I study and I give it to you, you have the choice. It's like a relationship. You
yeah,
have
for sure.
choice, choice to stay or go away.
Yeah,
And sometimes it just doesn't work, right?
yeah,
Like the people don't connect,
yeah,
and that's fine. And but in capoeira, we have this like we hold this like loyalty or like, and then like I don't cheat you because I'm afraid that you're gonna use against me,
yeah,
like all
yeah,
this that I think that it's not necessary anymore,
Yeah, yeah, hundred
and
percent.
especially now that you can learn from anybody, from
Yeah,
anywhere, you know.
yeah,
So what made me always go back to my teacher is because was not his capoeira, was not how good he played capoeira, how good he teach. It was our friendship.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
We're good friends. So like we have good time together. We're trained. We have fun. Or we went through difficult times together. And then I follow his instructions, and then always I had good positive results. So I trusted him, you know.
yeah,
So I think like you wish as a teacher we should. I remember reading something like saying that in the past the masters taught capoeira thinking about the safety of the young capoeiristas.
yeah,
So it was not about the ego. It was not about this person to go and say, I train with masked, blah, blah, blah. It
yeah.
was just for them to be safe. So
Okay.
didn't have ego, you know. And then when schools start happening capoeira and big schools and group start have a lot of ego in the
Yeah.
capoeiristas and then become the, the students should like put
Bow to the
bow
message.
to the
Yeah,
masteries
yeah,
and
yeah.
become like the mastery is more important than the students. And I
Okay,
think
yeah,
that's a wrong message
yeah,
of
for sure. Yeah,
capoeira because capoeira we sell. I mean, like we present
for
like
sure.
art form of freedom,
100%. Yeah,
right? So if I want you free, why I gonna keep you under myself?
yeah, yeah,
For me,
yeah,
that doesn't make sense. Like, I
yeah.
give you the tools for you to fight for your own freedom,
100%. Yeah,
and freedom, when I see freedom in capoeira, I'm not saying freedom of the system because I
yeah,
don't think we're going to be able to, we live in the system, so we need to learn how to
yeah.
work with the system.
100%. Yeah,
I think it's the freedom of here inside,
yeah, yeah.
find
Not being
yourself.
afraid. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, especially not be afraid of like show who you are
Yeah.
and be yourself. Because especially today's days, uh, and I guess probably social media also created that though of like judgmental.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're not doing it this way. Why you doing it that way?
Yeah.
And but yeah, I
It's
completely
easy.
agree with that.
It's easy to do something based in what other people gonna think about you,
For sure.
and I, from sincerity, I do this, everybody do this.
Yeah, yeah,
I can't come here and say, oh, I don't. We do this, but I think the goal like is to like the people that cause impact, right, or like people follow them is
yeah,
because they show themselves.
yeah, yeah, 100%.
Usually, like they're not pretend because you can't pretend 24 hours in the day.
Yeah, yeah. Some
You know,
point, so you're gonna
yeah,
show it.
yeah, you're gonna show.
Yeah, yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
for
agree with
me, yeah, so it's danger. It's a danger place.
that. Yeah,
Internet's a danger place.
yeah,
It
yeah. Because
is,
I also believe like that yes, we of course we have to have respect for the mestres and all that, and because they are the one that hold the knowledge, but and it's not not to be disrespectful to mestres, right? It's just like it's like
but I
it's
sorry,
like a
Kani.
church, right? So if it's like the father holds the Bible and he holds the information, but he's not God. If that
Yeah,
makes sense. If hopefully that makes sense. This and that.
I think so. I agree with you. Like, I think one of the most important value that capoeira teach us is the respect, and it's not even respect; it's admiration,
Yeah.
admiring the old,
Yes. Yes. I agree with that. I
right?
think that's the best way to
Like
put it.
I could sit with old people for hours and just listen to them. I
Yeah.
didn't feel the necessity of talk,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I'm learning,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, and it's not about over and have a difference of overuse power,
Yeah. For sure.
you
100%. Yeah.
know. But we have to stop talking about respect the mastery, and we have to start saying respect.
Yeah, yeah,
Know the mass, no respect the people,
yeah,
respect everybody.
yeah. I agree.
Me
I
as a
agree.
teach, I need listen my students,
Yeah,
and I need to respect what they want. And the same way they need to do the same to me. I need to
yeah,
respect my brother that works that have the same level of me in capoeira,
for
you
sure.
know. But we need, but it's complicated
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. It's tricky. It's very tricky, but yeah,
having people that's not perfect, and we are not perfect. So
yeah, 100%.
we need to be less judgmental.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree with that too.
Yeah.
And uh, two two more questions so we can wrap it up. Um, I saw also that you got into the stage, like main hook and dance, right? It's how does it feel like be on stage, like using capoeira on stage for shows and all that?
So okay, one of the things that I love in capoeira, I always like was performing.
Yeah,
I think that was one of my favorite part of capoeira. And I work in Brazil 2 years performing.
nice. That's
And you
awesome.
know, like in Brazil, like we have it looks like kind of a passport, and
Okay.
there like goes all your work when you're legal, like
Yeah,
so like with working a bartender or like work
that's so
any
cool.
work you do,
Okay,
they put there, right?
that's
And
awesome.
I have in my the only also because I didn't work with other things,
Yeah,
capoeirista.
that's so cool.
Yeah, so that is something that was uh was good. Like
Yeah, yeah. So you pretty much dedicated your life for capoeira
yeah,
and working
so
with capoeira.
yeah,
That's awesome.
I started working there in 2006. Actually, Xuxu, Mestre
Yeah,
Xuxu,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Mestre Baiano, Mestre Durinho. He passed away a few years ago,
Okay,
and Mestre Hodgman. They all start this performance in a restaurant in downtown in São Paulo.
that's
And
so cool.
then Baiano, Mestre Xuxu, they got invited to travel doing show performing.
Yeah.
And then me and another guy, Buyo, that's from my school, we started working there with Mestre Durinho and Mestre Hodgman. So I
That's
started
so cool.
working there doing shows, and I worked there about 2 years, and then I left
Yeah.
Brazil. And so, like I said, like I moved to Miami. It's been like 2 years.
Okay.
I'm just trying. I still like meeting people and
That's
know
awesome.
the
Yeah.
ground. And this is my friend Guru, Professor
Okay.
Guru. Thanks, Professor. Sorry, I'm not really good with. I see people, I see names. I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
So what do you do with capoeira is what
Yeah.
important for me.
For sure.
So Guru, he got invited to this show, so he invited me,
Nice.
and it's a ballet company here in Miami. If I'm not mistaken, the name of the guy is Rafi,
Okay.
one of the responsible. Yeah, so the project was men who dance, so like men that is involved with ballet,
Okay.
you know, mostly. So and then they invite us. They want
That's so cool.
capoeira, and they invite actually Guru, and Guru
Yeah.
invited me. So we try. We have me and him. We had 10 minutes of show, 12
Okay.
minutes, and we try to incorporate for sure capoeira, but we did a little bit samba. We did also like a little bit makulele, but it was one thing, one
Okay.
after other. So we
Okay.
tried to represent capoeira, and it was pretty cool. And actually, capoeira have a magic in capoeira. Like
Yeah.
can easily, it's so powerful. It's easily
100%.
like people respond to you, and
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
got like people really enjoy your
That's
performance.
awesome.
So
That's pretty
yeah.
cool. That's pretty cool. And to wrap it up, the last question. Two favorite songs or favorite capoeira music that you like to listen in the Hoda or sing in the Hoda.
I'm gonna tell you something that I grew up with the tapes.
Yeah, yeah, nice.
So I remember that I had to go in the farmers market, kind of like. in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they had like the little, I don't know how you call like the little tapes that you put in the radio.
The cassette.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I went there and bought these little tapes.
Yeah.
And I went every week, almost every week. Like, we didn't have internet, so I didn't know who was good or who, you just
Yeah.
go there and find like a capoeira cassette.
Yeah.
And you could, and a friend had one, so you could record on top, or, you
Oh,
know,
nice. Yeah. Yeah. I
or like,
remember those.
actually, I have a funny story that I always like in computer. I mean, I'm not big, but I like it. So,
Yeah.
and then my first, that's kind of embarrassing, but I didn't know better. But like my first, when I went to Mexico, my first time, I record a bunch of DVD.
Yeah.
I didn't buy any DVD, no. How you say pirate? We call in Brazil pirata.
Yeah. Yeah. In Venezuela is the same. Yeah. I think I
Fake.
think fake.
Mm.
Yeah. 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 No. No
So
original stuff.
yeah, I didn't have money. I just was trying to make some money. So I
Yeah.
went to Mexico. My first trip with Mestre, like outside Brazil, and I put my things to sell, and he come and
Mrs.
look,
Asuna.
yeah, and he look at me and look. It's like, and he said, "Bonito,"
Yeah.
like good,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he like, and that this story like he told for many times, like we were in the event, Cabeção bring a bunch of pirata, DVD pirata to sell. I had like from
Oh
Capoeira
man, that's so funny.
Brazil, from
Yeah.
different, yeah, but like I didn't know better. I never did
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
this again. I try to be really um, clean, not clean, but like give value to other
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
So yeah, going back to the I'm not really good with new artists.
Okay.
Like actually I'm not listen. I really like the CD that what is the name? I forgot now the name for next
Okay.
podcast. But like I like old school actually, for sure, like Mas Fassuna first CDs,
Nice.
first vinyls actually,
Yeah.
Uh but a music that I really like is so many.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so many.
There's a lot of
Uh
yeah.
I like Mass Accordion a lot.
Nice.
Mass Accordion. So I won't say music, but I like for sure older school, Mestre Traíra, Mestre Valdemar, Mestre
Nice.
Canjiquinha. I
Nice.
really like Mestre Cabecinha.
Okay.
Do you know him?
No, no.
So Mestre Cabecinha is a record from 1940.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna look it up.
what I understood, some university here in United States went travel. Some students went to different countries, South America,
Okay.
and then they record different masters or different cultures,
Okay.
and then they record Messi Bimba
Oh nice.
and Messi Cabecinha. We don't have a lot of information, at least what I saw about Messi Cabecinha, but it's from 1940s, and
Wow.
have another Mestre that you can find on YouTube that I'm pretty sure that was the same, the same search research.
Okay.
And then it's so funny because in this CD, if I'm not saying wrong, if I say apologize, Mestre Bimba is not even play yet São Bento Grande.
Oh wow.
It's
Okay.
still like don, 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 don.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I really like this old school. So uh, like I said, I like Mestres Suassuna first CDs. I really enjoy. I think this is more a connection with, because it remind me
Yeah.
when I was young in capoeira. So every time I hear these CDs, I want to train, I want to play. So it's the first Muzenza CD. So
Okay.
like the one and two, they did like two together. They put
Okay.
together in the cassette, in the time, or in the CD.
Yeah.
One, two, I think three, four. Mestre Fanho, I really
Okay.
like Mestre Fanho. The first Abada CDs I
Okay.
really like.
Yeah, yeah.
Mestre Ezequiel.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
there's many
yeah,
CDs, and we can be here all day talking
yeah.
about it.
It's
Yeah, no,
just
that's awesome.
favorite song is about mood.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
100%.
really
Yeah,
about
yeah, that's true.
mood. Yeah. Actually, I heard this Ladainha. It's been like a couple months.
Okay,
A girl playing berimbau and she sang. I really like this Ladainha. Say, entre templos e terreiros, eu fiz minha oração. Entre templos e terreiros, eu fiz minha oração. Ajoelhei, sinal da cruz. Olhei para o céu, pedi perdão. Olhei para o céu, I forget the word, pedi perdão. No campo de Mandinga, deixei minha gratidão. Entre
nice,
campos, entre templos e terreiros, aprendi uma lição. Respeitar a fé do outro é minha religião. Camará. Yes, a
nice,
really nice
awesome. That's
song.
I like it.
Her voice is 10,000 better than mine, but it's a really, I think it's a nice message.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And now to finish, what is your social media so people can find you there really quick?
Evolve Miami team.
Okay.
You shouldn't let me know before then check. So Amy
Okay.
underline
Underscore. Yeah.
Cabeção underscore Miami.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
my personal Instagram.
Okay.
And like I said, I have my Evolve Miami team
Okay.
and Facebook. It's probably the same as Cabeção.
Mr. Cabezon. Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Go there and follow. Man, the work of Mestre Cabezon is super cool. Especially that book. I really love that book. And go there if whenever we are able to travel. If you are
Yeah.
able to go to Miami, go visit Mr. Cabezon and support there too.
Yeah. Anytime we can travel, I hope to see everybody and go back to play capoeira. I miss. It's hard to
Yes.
keep motivated
Yes.
because you train and it's like, oh, but I don't have any holiday to go. But
Yeah.
we should be prepared for,
Yeah. Yeah. Keep training so we
yeah,
can play
keep
in the holiday.
train.
Yeah.
And thank you for inviting me.
Of
I
course. Of
haven't been
course.
follow your work.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, we need more exposure,
Yeah. Yeah.
exposição. We need more young new capoeiristas with new mentality to refresh
Yeah.
capoeira,
Yeah.
right? With because capoeira is a life art form,
100%.
and the whole story. Who only talk about tradition? Oh, this is my tradition. We can change. Forget that capoeira is in constant evolution. The
100%. Yeah.
capoeira that you're gonna play when you can play, you'll be different than before this quarantine because now we need contact, we need friends, we need
100%. Yeah.
people. So I think right now capoeira will be more friendly than ever because now we're gonna just want to hang out and have fun more than
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. 100%.
So yeah, capoeira is there for us, strong,
Yes.
and we're here. And thank you for inviting me.
Always. Always.
As
Anytime.
it was a pleasure to speak a little bit.
Awesome. Awesome. The pleasure is mine. And, like I always say on the podcast, like, this is for capoeira. This is I don't care about groups. I don't care about styles. You can do Angola. You can do anything, because I want people to come here to talk about capoeira and the capoeira experience. This is the capoeira experience. That's why, and doesn't matter level. You can be one day doing capoeira or 100 years doing capoeira,
Yeah,
but we all got experience and we all want to learn a little bit more of this. And I want to learn from everybody.
yeah. So if you meet me more like close, you're gonna see that I'm the same. I travel a lot of different places, not because
Nice,
I'm not trying to say I'm the best, but like I've been around and I'm lucky to made friends all over. Like
nice.
I said, I even like for me to say, even with my friends, say Mestre contra Mestre, I see the person.
Okay,
So I play capoeira
okay.
and I have my school and I'm grateful to be from Cordão de Ouro. Learn with my Mestre, Mestre Coruja and Mestre Suassuna.
Nice.
but I learn with everybody that's around me, student or teacher, doesn't matter. So I'm a capoeirista, and I want to be known as Cabeção.
Nice.
Like, oh, Cabeção, not with the really big head. Why they call Cabeção? But like, yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you,
Perfect.
man.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your experience. Talk to you later, okay?
So you need now come visit me when you can.
Oh yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going to visit
Or
a bunch of
both.
people.
Yeah.
We'll do an exchange.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Have a good
Thank
day.
you, man. You too.
Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for getting this far. Remember, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up on Facebook or YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is going to help us and help me to get bigger numbers and bigger subscribers so we can give more information. Okay, please, if you're listening, I know you're listening, I know you're watching, please give me a subscribe, give me a like. Okay, I know you're watching right here or listening. All right, have an amazing day. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening every single episode, especially the episode we just did. All right, thank you so much. Peace.